Well, I'll be darned if this isn't about the closest I have ever been to almost on time. Um, what's up, everybody? It's been way too long since I've been on here, and I have actually really missed going live. But I'm back. I'm here. I'm on here. Pretty excited to be here. So I'll wait a couple minutes, let some of y'all hop on here, and we'll get to chatting. Adam, what's up? Glad you're on here. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be chatting on my computer screen. Also, if you can't tell, I am slowly actually moving into my office, which is pretty exciting. I had put a bunch of stuff behind the piano, and my husband was cleaning out his office, so he found all of my old Hooters posters and stuff. So I got to figure out what to do with those and if I'm going to keep them in here. That was from when I went to internationals in 2018. So anyway, Scott, what's up? Glad you're on here. JC, hello. Welcome back. My trip was so good. For those of you who don't know, I just got back from a genuine, actual sausage fest, hence the hat. I got this really cool rope hat. Anyway, I was in Boonville, Missouri with CMMG and 50 or 60 other folks up there celebrating CMMG's 20th anniversary. So it was a really awesome trip. Absolutely a blast. It was a sausage fest. There was actually sausage. We had 4 different kinds of sausage at the big dinner after we spent the whole day at the range. So it was really, really awesome. Great time. We'll talk more about that as people start hopping on here. Max, it has been a very long time since we've all talked. I feel like my voice is gone a little bit or something. Not really sure what's going on there. Adam, been playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Hey, that sounds fun. King of Women 23, just stopping by to say what's good. What's good? Glad you're on here. Chris Armstrong, hey, welcome to the channel. First time watching. I wish there was a prize button or something I could give you, but we're glad you're here. For the most part, we ramble, and those of you who are not new here know that we get into some pretty crazy topics about who knows what. I was going to start off tonight by talking about Land Before Time, but then I can't remember why the music was stuck in my head. So we're not going to do that unless somebody wants to ask a follow-up question. But yeah, I am sporting my Sausage Fest hat. Apparently some people didn't like the style of this, but I think it might be my new favorite hat. Second to my tactical tricorn, but Colton, what's up? Glad you're on here. Jathan, is that a name in there that I see? Sorry, I feel like I'm needing to squint. I'm trying not to get too close to the camera so I don't make things uncomfortable for everybody. Anyway, glad you're on here. Mr. Hootie Hoo has the same hat because he was also at the Sausage Fest. And I think we all had a really great time out there. So Land Before Time, now that's old school. Yeah, I know. So I don't know what the deal was, but I've got 3 of the songs that are rotating through my head from different movies of Land Before Time right now. So I don't know why. It's just a situation. Josiah, what's up? I'm glad you missed me too. I missed y'all. It's been a crazy few weeks. I guess I was sick one week, and then the next week I was at the Sawmill. I was out there doing a walkthrough of the event space for the machine gun shoot that's coming up here, and I want to say 3 weeks, but it's just a little bit under 3 weeks, which is not going to give me anxiety tonight because it's been a lot to plan. But yeah, we're less than 3 weeks out from the first annual All-American Machine Gun Shoot, and that's what I was at last Tuesday. So I ended up not going live last Tuesday, 1, because I was exhausted, 2, because I was staying in some barracks, and there were some other fellas out there training, so I didn't want to I knew you could kind of hear through the walls, and I'm loud, so I didn't really want to keep everybody else awake, so I did not go live last week. Anyway, I missed y'all. It has been way too long, so glad we're all on here tonight. Anyway, Dale, what's up? You're on here too. Gary, still with Brownells, come back to KC and at the Outlaw Cigar. Oh man, so I just had a picture from the last time we did that event, which was it's been a few years now. I guess that was like 2019. I think it was 2019 was the last time we did that event, but that was so much fun. We used to do ATF bashes at Kansas City Outlaw Cigars. There was two different locations, and we'd go out there with Brownells, with which is the firepower. There was a local. Um, I know they did different kinds of whiskeys. Anyway, we had the alcohol, we had the tobacco, we had the firearms all covered, and it was an absolute blast. There was all kinds of giveaways and just really fun stuff. And sincerely miss that event. I know 2020 it got canceled. Plus, I ended up we were actually talking about how to schedule out dates because I was looking at a September wedding in 2020, and then COVID hit, so it didn't matter anymore. But yeah, I haven't been back since I think 2019. So hopefully we'll get those started back up again because I would love to go back. But yeah, I still do quite a bit with Brownells. I'll actually be staying at the BOP house this coming up weekend for IV 8888, which should be another literal blast. But anyway, Scott Hughes, it's almost time to start watching nightly horror movies. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to that time of the year, right? Spooky season. It's also almost time for me to decorate for Halloween. I was waiting until October 1st just because I really love September and I wanted September to be September and distinguish itself from Halloween. But I feel like people really decorated early for Halloween this year, which I'm not hating on. I just also I wanted September to be its own month. So Patrick, hi, good to have you back. It's good to be back. Glad you're on here. Swamp Dog Armory, what's up? I'm gonna be seeing you in a couple of days here, huh? He's gonna be out at IV 8888 as well. Which let's talk about that for a second. So I don't know what the deal is, but there is a hurricane heading our direction. So IV 8888 is gonna be underwater, it appears, which could be fun, or could be miserable, or could be a combination of both. I will say the very first IV 8888 range day that I ever went to, there was a hurricane and torrential downpour. And I will tell you that I looked around and there was not a single upset looking person out there. It was just a complete blast, and everyone, the right people were there. So I'm thinking that it'll probably be the same this year as well. Plus, we know it's coming, so I mean, we're gonna bring rain clothes, of course, but you have to decorate according to Walmart's timeline. Oh man, if we did Hobby Lobby's timeline, that would be really interesting. We'd be celebrating holidays like 4 months ahead of time and then being half undecorated by the time the actual holiday gets here. IV8888 Scuba Steve. Yeah, it's gonna be an underwater event, I'm sure. We need like amphibious vehicles to pull everyone's stuff into there. You'll have to take us on a tour of your Halloween decorations. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I need to go ahead and like pull things out or like get them ready. Because otherwise I will end up not decorating until after the machine gun shoot. But I really want to get them done because I love my Halloween decorations. I think Halloween's one of my I can't say it's my favorite holiday because I love Thanksgiving, I love Christmas, and I love Easter and all the other holidays. But sorry, my emails are distracting me. Can we turn this off somehow? Leave me alone, emails. It's after hours. It's hard to get away from work sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out how to do a Halloween tour. Or I might do that on Instagram because it'd be easier than me carrying this setup right here. Speaking of spooky movies, I just saw Gremlins for the first time. Oh man, I saw that it was either on or it was on HBO Max or something. Because I was looking for something to watch last night, and I saw that it was there too, which it kind of freaked me out as a kid. So speaking of spooky, oh, I just read that comment. What day is it? Tuesday? Underwater machine gun reviews could be a thing. You're right. It could be a thing. I don't know. It'd be a torture test, that's for sure. See what works. So anyway, it's been how many weeks since we jumped on here? What have y'all been up to? And what have y'all been doing for the last few weeks? I went, so yesterday we celebrated mine and my husband's second anniversary, which is a really wonderful day. And it was kind of nice because I actually got away. I was able to get away from work for just a little bit, and we went and hiked at High Falls in Georgia. Not High Falls. I don't know where we're at. I wanted to say Indian Springs next too. Anyway, we went hiking somewhere. um, totally distracted. Cody Firearms Museum was amazing. Oh man, I'm so glad you got to go there. It's still on my list. Working on working and trying to plan on going to the sawmill. I hope you are. Are you going to be able to come? Are you looking at going for the machine gun shoot? Sorry, let me try to ask 3 questions at once. Anyway, I hope that's what you're talking about because it'd be absolutely awesome to meet you. Colton, congrats on your second. Thank you. It really was a wonderful day, and it was nice to be able to just escape from all the responsibilities I have right now going on. It was nice to get away for a little while. And we were kind of in an area where cell service wasn't really working, so that was nice too. Anyway, we usually try to do something outdoors, and it was just like the most perfect weather yesterday too. Waiting until Thursday to watch Star Trek Lower Decks and Star Wars. Awesome. Enjoy. You said congratulations on your second anniversary, and it probably was High Falls. No, so it was a mill. It was a mill somewhere. Over close to what's it called? Over close to Chattahoochee Hills. I cannot Cochrane Mill, maybe. I really can't remember, but it was a mill as we were hiking. And it was really, really fun. Really nice area. Yep, to the machine gun shoot. Awesome. Well, I hope you can make it. We have got a quite the lineup. I don't know. Finally getting a few things posted online and getting a website update as we speak. That'll be what I do after I log off here tonight. Is finish some of the writing for that. But we have got quite the lineup, and I'm finally announcing all of our sponsors are happening this week. So we can get into that if you all want to, or I can just save that for the later in the conversation. Cue the famous Alan Jackson song. Wait, which famous? There's quite a few famous Alan Jackson songs. Or I'm gonna guess you're talking about Chattahoochee. I'm like, what did I say that could possibly be turned into an Alan Jackson song? We're in Georgia, so it could be the Highway 41. Could be quite a few different things. Anyway. Okay, back to the house. Now you can chat. Good. What are we talking about tonight, Swamp Dog? Well, got a new gun. Hey, Henry. Oh boy. And a 4570. Daggum, I'm excited for you. Thinking about spooky movies. You ever see the puppet? Oh my gosh, yes. Let's not talk about any kind of puppet movies. Freaky. I did. We will get into this now because I'm not trying to talk about any kind of puppets. But so obviously, a couple of things are changing around here. Mostly my office is just cluttered right now. But in the process of moving things around, I found things that were put into boxes when we were moving things around the first time. So I found some, well, we'll just go through what I found. Found some Triumph targets, which is pretty exciting because it looks like when you shoot them, they're going to ooze something, which could be really fun. So I've got a turkey, and I've got I think he's supposed to be a prairie dog, but I kind of want to call him something different. And most importantly, I found Bigfoot. Bigfoot's got like a brain situation going on, but he's also got lungs and heart, so this will be a lot of fun. I also may or may not have some steel coming for the new range, which I still need to do a walkthrough for y'all on what the range final layout looks like. But I've got quite a bit of targets coming, so we're gonna have some test fire videos coming up pretty soon. If I can ever get my intro back from my fiber guy, because right now I'm waiting for an intro to be finished. That was supposed to be done 2 months ago. I got a long list of things I need to catch up on. Anyway, so I also got a zombie. And the zombie has lungs too. But anyway, Triumph Targets, pretty excited about this. I feel terrible that I lost these when I was moving a while back, but I am very excited to actually get to use these. So second, and this is even more exciting. So we have a tree that got cut up into little pieces, and my sister and I are going to be building out a little area to do some throwing knife things. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have a Dances with Knives video where I actually nailed one of them, which I was totally surprised by, and then I nailed the second one like a little bit high, but then the third one like totally hit flat and made some music. But I got throwing knives. I'm so excited about these. I've got like the little daggers, and then I also have these guys. So a couple different cold steel options, and I'm pumped. So I might actually get better at this. Fingers crossed. All the fingers. But it's pretty exciting. Does anybody else on here like to throw knives? Because I know that when I have thrown them in the past, it's been an absolute blast. The ones that I was used to using were SOG, and then I actually used some of the I can't remember what they called them, but they were the Zach Brown Band knives. I just saw a comment. Asher, thank you. I think you have the same hat, don't you? Anyway, they were Southern Grinds knives, and I think it was either called a Stinger or it was a Hornet. I'm thinking Stinger because I think it was probably called the Hornet, but those were really cool. They were axes, so they were throwing axes, but really like those. They came in a set of 3. And then for those of you who don't know, back to the Georgia heritage, Zach Brown Band and his whole umbrella of companies is also in Georgia. So there's a little bit of time where I used to go up to their office and do a little bit of work with them. But pretty cool that they're in Georgia. Love being able to support local states stuff. I'm also finding out after coming back from CMMG's Range Day in Boonville, Missouri, that there's a lot more people in Georgia than I realized, like a lot more people. So that should be something that's pretty fun coming up here in the next few months, is like actually getting connected with all the creators that are also in Georgia. So we should be able to put on some pretty good things together. Might have a music related project coming. Swamp Dog. That's exciting. I hope to find out more about your music related project. Oh, you want to get into throwing knives again? And you used to be big into it. Oh, and throwing tomahawks. That's pretty cool. Awesome targets. They look like fun. I think they will be fun. I think anything reactive is fun. So, and I'm just kind of feeling like shotgun on them would be really fun too. Maybe looking at a pattern. Oh man, now that we're talking about shotgun, I promise this relates to that, but I can't really tell you how because of a video idea I want to do, but it does. Okay, so love you all, but sometimes y'all are a little bit mean to me about my holy jeans. So I don't know if y'all are gonna take this as finally you have to buy new pants, or if you're going to feel sad for me like I do about the great loss that occurred yesterday. Well, actually this morning. Guys, my favorite pair of holy jeans has died. And it's sad because it's like right when you get them to be the right amount of broken in, which for me, like 3 or 4 years of wearing the same pants is where it's like, man, these are the most comfortable pants I ever have. Yes, sometimes I buy jeans with holes in them. However, most of the holes that are in my jeans, I work for. So I lost a great pair of pants today, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to bury them or burn them with a flamethrower and give them a honorary Viking funeral, because these are my favorite pair of pants. But I actually wore a hole. I wore a hole in the backside of them from wearing them so daggum much. So it's a sad day. And now the bad part is that I have to go buy new pants, and they cost. Pants are expensive, and you have to spend like 2 to 3 to 4 years breaking them in to get them just as comfortable as the previous pair was. And it's just an endless cycle. I'll have to tell Facebook at some point too, and they're gonna all laugh because I get the constant, we should take up a collection for her to buy some jeans that don't have any holes in them. Well, guys, I had exactly 3 pairs of jeans that didn't have any holes in them. And then I scraped my knee and then they had a hole in them, or one of the patches fell out of one of my pairs of jeans too. But oh, you know what? I actually lost 2 pairs of pants this week. One of them, the like side near the belt buckle, or not the belt buckle, near the belt loops ripped. What a terrible, terrible week for my wardrobe. Rachel really doesn't like going to buy pants. Anyway, Asher, I agree. Flamethrower might be the only way. Use the flamethrower and make a video of it. Okay, I think we'll do it. I think the spas should send the pants off to the next life. I mean, we could always do both. I've thrown knives once if you count my EDC pocket knife. Did you what? Did you throw it on purpose? With dragon's breath. You know, I've actually never shot dragon's breath before. Flamethrower, may these worthy genes intervene. I really am disappointed about these jeans, though. I considered if the location of the hole wasn't like just really weird for a patch, that's what we would have done, because these pants, it just felt like wearing pajamas. They were so daggum comfortable. But you know, luckily the job gives me enough pants to screw up. Swamp Dog Armory concurs. Spas 12 with Dragon's Breath is an appropriate send-off. I mean, we could always kill it both ways, right? Like, Spas 12, Dragon's Breath, finish it off with a flamethrower so it's nice and crispy. Does this remove a gonna day to buy new pants? No, I mean, we're still gonna do a gun of the day, but it definitely eats into my like, it's just like, do you want to spend your money on buying pants? No, not really. I could go to like a thrift store or something, but then that's just a lot of work and you got to try them on. And sometimes they smell funny if you get them from a thrift store. So I don't know. Anyway, get some Wrangler jeans. I mean, it's not the worst idea. I have the same problem with my shirt and people giving me static about there being no material left on it to hold the You know what? That's the thing about holy jeans too, talking about ventilation. So I like a pair of jeans with the right amount of holes in it to where you can decide, it's kind of warm outside, but I'm going to be going into this area later and it's kind of chilly in there. So if I get these pair of pants that act as pants when I'm inside, but act as shorts when I'm outside, then you've got the right amount of breathing space in your pants and you're never going to overheat. It's like just straight science. Anyway, tonight we're talking about fashion. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm going to ramble about my pants and how upset I am about them. My parents are trying to call, but I don't think I'm going to answer their phone call on live. Definitely burn with a flamethrower. They deserve a good ending. I think they do too, because they were a good pair of pants. I just wish I could find the same ones. That's the other thing. Maybe this time when I go find the perfect pair of pants to replace the perfect pair of pants, I might buy like 2 or 3 so that I never run out of them again. Should strap it to the TikTok tree before shooting the dragon's breath. Just saying. Yeah, we still haven't called $100 Stan to come get the TikTok tree out of the yard. I don't know if $100 Stan is out there, but I was hoping that there would be somebody that could remove it. That's a licensed and insured that only costs $100. I'm doubting that's the case, but I've been dreaming about $100 Stan to come and remove my tree for a while. And I think burning that tree would be a terrible idea just because of the location and where it'd probably fall. But I agree. Also, when we were hiking yesterday, I saw an area wherever we were. I think it was Cochrane Mill. But there was an area that was like, it looked like the upside down was coming through the ground. And if you're new here, I'm sorry about talking about the TikTok tree, but we basically have a tree in the yard that looks like it was straight out of Stranger Things and it just up and died out of nowhere. So I am in Georgia. That is where they film it. So I'm very convinced that that's what happened. Anyway, is it a pine tree? I'd be interested in it if not pine and makes me. It is a pine tree. Wearing my shall not be infringed shirt. I like it. Um, but what if Rapid Mom wants to buy you new pants and guns? Should I tell her to call and we should try to get her to buy you some pants? That could be fun. I don't know. We could make this a challenge. I'm gonna tell her it's up to her if she wants to call. She just came back from Memphis today, so my dad was picking her up this evening. All right, your call, Mom. We'll see what she says. This could be interesting. I've never talked on the phone live. Use the pants on a scarecrow. I could do that. So the theme of the year is likely. I usually do something dinosaur themed, and I will probably keep that trend until these targets. I was about to say targets until these. Oh no! What in the world? Hold on, I'm supposed to be live right now, Mom, but I think you knocked me out of it. Wait, is everybody still here? How did that work? That was the weirdest thing ever. Okay, so my mom just called, but I guess it's hooked through my I guess it's hooked through my computer. So the whole screen like went away. Um anyway, I guess I'm still here. I'm not gonna try to take a phone call on here though, because it went completely blank. But pretty crazy. Anyway, at least I know my mom's been picked up by my dad, so she's safe. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh, scarecrow. So I have tossed around the idea of like laying a couple of walls on the ground and making it look like my 9-foot T-Rex just ate somebody out of a little building or something. There's a lot of different ideas we could do, but I do have pants now that I could use for that. And I know these were some of my more ridiculous holy jeans, but I am still very, very sad about them dying. You should do a Jurassic Park themed corn maze. That sounds terrifying. Okay, so I'm not afraid of a lot of things, but there are a couple things in life that freak me out. One is clowns. Two is like cornfields that back up to buildings. So like if your house was right next to a cornfield or a cornfield was across the street, or last year we went on a road trip to New England and like all the hotels we were staying at had cornfields that backed up to the hotels. I don't like that at all. Anyway, I've seen nice leather wraps on 4570 leather stocks. Maybe do some nice ripped jean. That could be interesting. I honestly don't know if there is enough, like, I was about to say furniture. I don't know if there's enough material on these to really do anything with. These were pretty beat up. Like, shoot, one of the pockets on these had no actual pocket, so if I went to put my phone in the pocket, it would just fall out. I almost lost my phone in the Grand Canyon that way. What about doing a Jeepers Creepers theme? I love that movie, but that is also a creepy movie. I don't know that I could really set up this year. So what I like to do for Halloween, because I really like the kids coming by and getting candy for Halloween, I like to do something that's like creepy or scary, like really decorated, but not like terrifying or witchcraft. Or I mean, I usually have like okay, Home Depot has been the MVP of Halloween decorations for a while, and I missed the best year ever. They had all the dinosaur years, and then following the dinosaurs, they had an alien year. And I had every intention of buying the 9-foot green man and then all of the like 4-foot little green men. And I was going to do a dinosaur versus alien themed house for Halloween, and I missed all of the opportunities for that. I actually was looking up Home Depots in like a 200-mile radius because I was like, yeah, I could just drive and go get them. plus it was the after Halloween sale, so everything is 50% off, but I totally missed the opportunity for that, and I cannot find those anywhere. Still alive in North Dakota. Okay. So, yay. I guess I'm still alive. That's good. Rachel gives out king size candy on Halloween. I actually don't give out king size candy bars, but wouldn't it be cool if I did? Do you know how daggum expensive Halloween candy is? Anybody? Because you can accidentally spend a whole lot of money on Halloween candy. I also might still have candy from last year, which I'm not going to give out, but I just thought about where I might have put that. Oops. On a different note, though, it's also candy corn season, which is like one of my favorite candies, and I know that's a touchy subject, so I'm going to ask y'all where we stand on candy corn. I'm hoping that y'all are on my side because I think candy corn is delicious, but if you're not on my side, more for me. Gross, Adam. I mean, we can be friends because, like I said, more for me, but it's really good. I had a Rambo skeleton with an airsoft M60 one year. That's awesome. That's amazing. Used to love it, not. Asher, how do you stop loving candy corn? JC, we're friends. Awesome. Scott, candy corn is wonderful. You're the best. Cowboy Jeff, candy corn. All right. Swamp Dog, you don't like candy corn? You like the pumpkin. Okay, so there is a difference, though, because the pumpkins versus the actual candy corn, I always love the pumpkins more, too. What I don't love, though, is the candy corn with the brown end. That's gross. Candy corn is good sometimes, but the big candy corn pumpkins are too much. They're too much. They're too much. How are they too much? Those are the best part. The only thing better than candy corn is the pumpkins and the ghost. I don't think I've ever had a ghost, but I do love the pumpkins. Dale likes candy corn. Colton, thumbs down. I don't know what you mean by that. No, none of that fake chocolate candy corn. Yeah, that stuff's disgusting. There's been times where I bought like the mixed bags and I just pick all the ones that I like out and I leave my mom the ones with the brown chocolate part on them because it's just gross. I'm surprised that we haven't really that we didn't really dive too much into the CMMG side of things since I did just get back from that trip. Ingredients in candy corn is bentonite. Is that what you're trying to say? Is delicious is what I translated it to. Because yeah, that's just what it is. It's just that. I was so bummed I missed the CMMG event. I'm bummed you missed it too. It was an actual blast. So we'll dive a little bit into that as I continue to watch people tell me a thing or two about candy corn. But I'm glad that I'm not the only one that loves it. So anyway, favorite gun at the CMMG shoot. Hard to say. I mean, obviously the mutant is always a crowd pleaser, but I was really, really, really excited to finally get to shoot the Descent. So that, and I got to shoot it in several different calibers. I was about to call you CMMG. Sorry. Swamp Dog Armory. Looking forward to this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's also going to be soggy, but what all did you do at the CMMG event? Okay, so that's a good question because there was quite a bit that we did and covered. So we flew in. I'm saying we, but so this is a thing too. I have no idea. I just bit my tongue. Ouch. Universe's way of telling me I need to slow down talking. That kind of hurt. Anyway, so I had no idea who was going to be at this event. Like I had zero idea. I knew Asher Pew Pew Daily that's on here in the chat was I think the only one that I knew that was going to be out there. So Friday morning, I headed to the airport. At the airport, I actually was sitting there. I was working on my laptop, and I looked up, and I was like, that guy looks very familiar. And I turned around, and he had a Harleywood patch on his backpack, and I realized Harleywood is going to CMMG. So he didn't notice me, so I sent him a message on Instagram. I was like, hey, are you on your way to Missouri? And sure enough, he was on the same flight as me, as well as a few other people that I didn't realize were going to be on the same flight. So bumping into people at the airport is a way that I found out other people I knew were going to be at this event. So I get to, we flew into St. Louis and went to a hotel for a little while and met up with a few other people at the hotel, in a holding room essentially was full of snacks and like one of the best pretzels I've ever had. Um, and then we jumped on a bus and drove 2 hours to Boonville, Missouri. And they put us up at this really cool old hotel. It was really fun, like a hotel where it just has so much character. It kind of reminded me a lot of the hotel that we stayed at when I was out in Prescott, Arizona um, for at Gunsight with excuse me, Crimson Trace and Frankfurt Arsenal. Um, anyway, but yeah, so really nice character hotel. They set us up there. There were so many people that they set us up at two different hotels. One was like a hotel casino, and then there was a pathway that connected the two hotels. Because I think there was only like 20 something rooms at the one hotel because it was just a smaller setup. And like I said, just a lot of character there. You could say it was haunted, but I did not run into any haunted situations like I did at the hotel in Prescott, Arizona. So, well, maybe it wasn't haunted, but there was a little dog that kind of appeared and disappeared pretty regularly. Anyway, so that's where they set us up, and then the first night was really just a meet and greet, and then I mean, I swear every time I turned around, there was somebody else that I knew that was out there. So there was folks like Mr. Hootie who was on here earlier, was out there. Guns and Gadgets was out there. Oh boy, there was a bunch. Gun Drummer, Kendall Jones was out there, which is really cool because I actually one of the folks that I was out in Arizona, one of the folks that I was out in South Africa with was actually one of the PHs that she used when she was in Africa, on one of her trips. So little connection there, which is pretty cool. Asher Pew Pew Daily was there. Guns Daily was there. Found several people that I didn't realize were in Atlanta were actually out there too. So it was a really great opportunity to meet and greet so many people. And then the next morning, we woke up, had a great breakfast, went over and toured the CMMG facility, which was really cool. And followed that with a full range day. So we got to go out to their new range, which they've got a crazy nice setup. They've got a whole building. And then, sorry, I read a comment and I was talking fast, so I slowed down. But that might have been about when I bit my tongue, so I don't know. Anyway, so went to the range, saw the whole range set up. Absolutely nice. There's a little pathway that led you down from the main building to a fire pit area, and then you followed that a little bit further around, and it was a full range setup. There was targets at 50, and then they went out past 200, I believe. But just really incredible. It was so nicely done. It even had its own frog pond. Well, I think it's supposed to be a koi pond, but there was frogs in it. Because I made sure to go check those out and then check on them pretty regularly because I enjoyed watching the frogs. Anyway, so after we had range day, we went back and had a sausage fest where we went over to the casino. They had a really nice areas for us to sit and just enjoy a couple of different bratwursts, and then we ended up back at the other hotel and had like karaoke. I don't know if you checked out Gun Drummer's Instagram, but he's got a little bit of video from his karaoke moments. But yeah, it was a very quick trip, but it was a really great trip. And just really fun to connect with everybody because I don't think I've seen a group of people like that since probably NRA. So yeah, it was just really nice to see everybody. Or I guess GunCon in June was the last time I got to see a big group of folks together. So really enjoyed that. Did you shoot this shaving cream can? The world will never know. Or they might, because we did get video footage. So basically there was a couple of challenges set up at CMMG's range day, and one of them was shooting it was a coyote set up all the way at the end of the range with a little 3-inch circle in it with a shaving cream can right in the center of that. And I think only 2 people even shot through the hole, and one of those was Oh no. Derek and Nick from Pewview were the only two, I believe, that shot through that. So no, I did not shoot the I did not shoot the shaving cream can, but I did scare the coyote. Well, I shot the coyote. We're gonna say I scared the shaving cream can. Anyway, I was sorry, reading. I'm the only one in my family that likes candy corn. Max, welcome to the candy corn group. Here's a hot take. I actually like the orange and black peanut butter Halloween candy. What in the world? I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, now we're talking about candy corn and concrete? Oh dear. I mean, technically, never mind. We won't get into that kind of science tonight. You got any experience with the 338 Lapua? Not a whole lot. I have shot 338, but I don't personally own one. So I can't give you a lot of insight there. I only have experience shooting the DRD tactical. Okay. Swamp Dog's answering some questions in there for me, which is great. I used to love candy corn until I found out about, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I can see that being a situation. I unfortunately don't get too influenced by ingredients. I probably should pay more attention to that, but I feel like every time I found out something had something terrible for me in it, I still eat it because I like it. So maybe that'll change at some point. Because like is it MSG that's in like different foods? It's supposed to make you like tired and stuff. Or like mess with your heart. Yeah. I found out that that's in Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. So that's kind of disappointing. Anyway, golden ignorance is bliss. Unfortunately that's how I feel. Like I said, I wish that I felt differently, but I'm still gonna eat candy corn. Anyway, my fish pond has frogs and snakes. Love it. Yeah, there were so many frogs in this pond. It was really fun. And the koi fish were like this big, so the frogs were actually more impressive to watch. My local shop near me is gonna build me a 338 suppressor, so it's gonna be nice. Hey, that's exciting. Candy corn is fire. Yes, it is. I wonder what melted candy corn tastes like. That's a science project. Candy corn is still way better than nasty Easter peeps. 100% agree. Bigger or smaller than the Brownells pond? Yeah, CMMG, sorry, you have nothing on the Brownells pond because I think they said they had like giant catfish that they brought in for like an employee's fishing day or something. So CMMG's gonna have to work a little bit on their pond, but they've got frogs, so I don't know. Swamp Dog Armory likes Peeps. Does anybody else on here like Peeps? Or should we get into that conversation? Ever tried the green apple candy corn? What? What in the world? That's like saying that you have a red hot Peep. Because I think that's a thing now too. Or the watermelon flavored Peeps. It's a weird world we live in, guys. It's a weird world. I'll stick with pumpkin seeds. Oh, I do like some roasted pumpkin seeds. That is definitely a good thing. Also, so y'all, we haven't been doing lives for a full year yet. It's only been, like since the beginning of this year or the April of this year. So we still have a lot to learn about each other. But hi, my name is Rachel, and I have a problem with buying pumpkins. I buy too many of them in the fall, and I just keep them until they fall apart. I love pumpkins. I actually had a little pumpkin, the ones like this big, that I kept for over a year. It lasted before it rotted. So I don't know what that says about the world and how we're growing our fruit and whatnot, but I love pumpkins, and I have not bought one yet. So this is a big moment for me that I've made it all the way through going to the grocery store while they have pumpkins without buying one. It's a little pat on the back for myself right there. Roasted Peeps on campfire taste like cotton candy. Okay, Cowboy Jeff, have we talked about what happens when you roast Peeps and turn them into s'mores and the napalm Peep smush stuff gets in your hand and then you lose a thumb. That's a very real concern. So just be careful. Thank you. Make great targets. What? Candy corn or Peeps? Are you a pumpkin spice addict? No, not really. I actually can't think of anything pumpkin spice I like. I have tried pumpkin spice creamer one time, but it's just because somebody else had it. I'm not really into that whole trend. Beeps. I'm going to read it how you spelled it. Beeps are delicious when you make s'mores out of them. Earl, I'm concerned for you. That is a safety hazard. Caramelized sugar and marshmallow. Caramelized sugar sticks to your skin and it pulls your skin off. I've seen it happen before. It's a dangerous, dangerous thing. When's the next YouTube video? Am I being called out right now, Asher? I know I need to post one. I owe y'all so many videos. It's not even funny. Oh, pumpkins make great targets. Yeah, they do make great targets. I still have 7 fingers. Oh, also, I was like, wait, what's happening? Still have all 7 fingers. Well, I'm very glad. But we actually did watch, Kayla was over for Easter one time when we were making peep s'mores, and she went to smush the peep s'more in the molten peep lava of the melted sugar went all over her thumbs and stuff, and she couldn't even peel it off. It was like really nasty burns. So I'm just saying, be careful. And also, peeps are the napalm of snacks. So if you ever need them in a survival scenario, you're welcome. Also, make great pies. Y'all are just crazy. Y'all are absolutely crazy. Figured I should return the favor with a little. All right, can we all bother Asher to start a YouTube channel? Because if he's going to call me out for not posting a video, we should at least call him out for not posting any videos. Thank you. I'm waiting. Have you ever had candy corn ice cream? What is going on with the snacks tonight? I'm just concerned with the world. No, I've never had candy corn ice cream. I've actually never even seen candy corn ice cream. I'm kind of interested in candy corn ice cream. But I don't even know where you get that. Like, that's just a concern. I'm also a very basic ice cream eater. I usually just pick chocolate, because why mess with a classic, right? Anyway, yes, y'all are the best ever. Let's all bother Asher until he gets his channel going. What, you don't like pumpkin pie? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about candy corn or peep pie. I'm so confused. No, pumpkin pie is a fine thing. I'm just getting confused because there was a lot of snacks that we threw out all right there, and I just had no idea what we were talking about. Asher has a channel. He just doesn't make videos for it. I mean, I'm not like far off from that because basically all I do is go live right now. But I have such a backlog of videos. I just need to get to editing. Maybe that's what we'll do from now on Tuesdays. I will go live, talk to all my friends on here, and then spend a couple hours editing afterwards. Editing. Anyway, yeah, dude, make some videos. Tell him, guys, he needs to. Trying to decide. He does such great content on his Instagram and everything. Like, why would he not make videos too? He's got great opinions. Trying to decide which GunCon video to publish next. Faxon, Volkortson, or Roscoe. Do Volkortson. It's 2022, or it's 2022, so why not do some 22s? I'm gonna do all of them, obviously, but Volkortson, I picked for you. This chat should be called Snacks, Holy Jeans, and Machine Guns. I mean, we could just name it that. We barely even talked about machine guns. Should we finish that conversation? I'll probably stay on here like 10 more minutes and then we'll wrap this up. But it has been a very rejuvenating conversation and just really nice to get back on here and talk to you all. So if you didn't hear me say that earlier, thank you for being on here and letting me ramble tonight. Snacks, Holy Jeans, and Machine Guns. I like it. I mean, I have a secret second YouTube channel that has several YouTube shots on it. Shots or shorts or video? What's happening? Candy corn is gross and so are peeps. Adam, you're not wrong about the peeps, but I have to say that I different opinion regarding the candy corns. But like I said, you don't eat them, more for me. Rachel, did you try birthday cake ice cream? I have tried birthday cake ice cream, and I think like birthday cake frozen yogurt or something before. That was pretty good. I just watched your 2022s the other day, so that's about perfect. Yeah, do it. Shorts. Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about, Asher. Hey, no secrets here. Are we talking about his secret channel? Tell him. Speaking of machine guns, I hear there's an event coming up really, really soon. Yeah. So machine gun shoot. Let's talk about that really quickly. So sponsors we have coming. We'll just bump through the information here really quick. So All American Machine Gun Shooting Gun Show coming up October 14th and 15th at the Sawmill Training Complex. I actually have I have a ad going live on the radio this weekend. I'm so excited. So there will be ads playing out through Greenville. You know what's weird? Usually there are people on here that say, "Hey, I'm from South Carolina." I have not heard from a single South Carolina person tonight. What in the world is happening here? Anyway, so yeah, I have a radio ad starting up this week. I've got other like digital ads happening around South Carolina this week. It's so crazy to think about. 92.5, I think, is the radio station in South Carolina that's going to be playing our ad. So I'm hoping that IV88 is close enough that it'll pick up that channel and I'll be able to hear it because it starts up Friday, which is crazy. But yeah, it's going to be talking about the All-American Machine Gun Shoot. I think it says, set your sights on the All-American Machine Gun Shoot and Gun Show coming up October 14th and 15th at the Sawmill at Lawrence. Anyway, I won't make y'all listen to all of that. Dale, I didn't know you're from Oklahoma, but I'm glad you're on here. Pew Daly, you're not exactly from South Carolina, kind of. Until you're there permanently, we're not counting it. So anyway, but yeah, so machine gun shoot coming up. Crazy stuff has been happening there. It's been like curveball after curveball after curveball. So I appreciate y'all all being patient with me while we lead up to this event, because like I said, it's been absolutely wild. And if you pray, I'm going to need all the prayer between now and then because it's just a lot. And Rachel's tired, a little bit tired, but we're working through it. So anyway, we've got like a ton of crazy stuff. So main firing line, I have 30 different shooting positions. From most of them were folks that used to head out to Knob Creek. So that'll be the area that people can watch machine gunners in action. I can't even tell you how many guns are going to be out there because I don't even know. But I assume that 30 people probably going to bring more than one. So probably a few hundred machine guns are going to be out on that main firing line. And we've got all sorts of reactive targets out there, cars, other stuff for them to be shooting at. And that'll be exciting in its own. So outside of that, we also have companies like Barrett that are going to be setting up a spot for attendees to shoot a Barrett. I think cost on that's $10. You get to keep your brass and you shoot out to 600. Rugged Suppressors is one of our sponsors and super excited to be working with them. They are going to have, a couple of their belt-fed rated suppressors out there. And possibly an MP5 challenge for people to compete in for some prizes. So that'll be really cool. Glock is going to be out there set up for you to test fire different Glocks. And they're also going to be doing Glock 18 demos. And Ashley, Team Glock Shooter, is going to be out there to meet with folks as well, which is pretty cool. Battle Buddy 3 Gun is going to be out there with one of their signature courses, which is awesome. They are a charity that I am just very happy to be able to support, and can't wait for so many more people to be exposed to who they are and what they're doing, and just the amazing amount of good that they're doing in the shooting community, as well as just getting people out there to enjoy sports where they might have a mental block thinking they can't enjoy anymore because of their situation. So just love that they're going to be able to be a part of this. I also have Triple F Firearms is going to be out there. They make an awesome shotgun. And I think they're bringing something else fun. Can't really say yes or no on that. We also have a rentals company, and I'm telling you that the list of stuff that they are bringing for rentals is mind-blowing. It's the most beautiful list that I've ever seen. DNA Guns is who that is. They're going to be set up doing some awesome stuff. I also have LMT Defense coming out. And you may have seen a lot of content about LMT Defense if you're not already familiar with them, but they're going to be out there. They also may or may not have something quiet, hushed, that they're going to be letting people see for the first time ever. So pretty exciting. Who else? We got Mid Georgia Gunsmithing coming out there with a line of suppressors that they're going to be testing out too, and letting other folks test out. Where are we at? USCCA is setting up out there. We also have High Caliber, a company from Tennessee, setting up out there. And all sorts of vendors from Knob Creek are going to be out there underneath our gun show tent. So there's like a ton of stuff happening. It's absolutely wild. And I could not be more excited for it to like all finally be coming together. But like I said, if you pray, please pray for me, because there's a lot more to go for these next 2 weeks. And I am a little bit afraid that we're not going to get too much sleep between now and then. Scott, you're from Greenville. What in the world? Are you coming to our machine gun shoot? Jathan, sorry, I was trying to read that. Going to have a night shoot. Yes. So the hours 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. October 14th and 15th. Gates are going to open up at like 7 for parking. We'll open up, we will open up the check-in area for you to get your wristbands to enter around 8 a.m. We'll have a word of prayer and national anthem 9 a.m. and then we'll go hot, and it'll be hot all day. Around 3 o'clock, we'll go cold on that main firing line. We're gonna have a special concert coming in too, which I'll announce next Tuesday who's coming in to sing. But on Friday we'll have a special concert from 3 to 5 while we set up for the night shoot. And then we'll go live at 5 until 9 p.m. for the night shoot both nights. Suppressed MG42. I don't know if there will be a suppressed MG42, but I can confirm that there will be an MG42. There will be a lot of VR content for those that aren't able to make it. Yes, there will, because we're excited to have you setting up. Of course you're going to. Oh, Scott. Okay, I didn't catch the name. Yeah, I'm glad you're going to be able to come out. So we finally have somebody confirmed from South Carolina. But yeah, overall, it should be a really great event. There's been a lot of folks that are asking, will this be the next Knob Creek? How does it compare to Knob Creek? And the answer is that honestly, who knows? I mean, it's hard to say if it will be the next Knob Creek or if it will compare to Knob Creek, because Knob Creek was so unique and just a really awesome experience. And we're not really looking to be, not really looking to be directly compared to Knob Creek, other than just the fact that we want a lot of people to come out and enjoy really everything that we have to offer as far as it goes in the machine gun world. So, and just get people out there and enjoying the outdoors, and hopefully exposing people to areas of the firearms industry that they may not be familiar in. So we're just really excited to see how it goes, and hopefully people have a lot of fun. And hopefully it's just a really great time for everyone. I know what a big deal Knob Creek was in the community that it was built in, and the impact it had on all of the people that were local there. So we're looking to do the same thing in South Carolina, and I know Lawrence County is excited to have us, and we're excited to be there. And the sawmill has been absolutely incredible to work with. I couldn't ask for better folks to be working with on this. So anyway, now I'm drying out here, but I got a big cup of water. Anyway, I find most gun events are hard for me to go to because of my tracked wheelchair. Adam, this could potentially be the perfect one for you to go to. I'd love to get you connected. I mean, this could really be a great event for you to go to. I mean, we're going to have Battle Buddy 3 gun there, so I know there are going to be a lot of folks out there that are chaired. But I don't know. Maybe this could be the perfect event for you to go to. She'll just shoot the MGS on a pool float. What in the world is happening? The hurricane is going to make for some wet weather. Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. It's probably definitely going to be probably gonna definitely be hard to get parked and stuff. So I might try to see if I can carpool with somebody that's got 4-wheel drive. And that is a conversation for a different day, in case some of you know that I have a Tacoma and I just said I'm not 4-wheel drive because that was a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? Not for your event, will be fine. Yeah, I am hoping that since the hurricane's hitting now, it will be fine for my event. But yeah, for IV88 is gonna be pretty wet out there. So, but not the first hurricane we've experienced at IV8888. We're not talking about my mistake on 4-wheel drive. If I had the money and time to drive from Wisconsin, you would. Maybe next year. I'll cross my fingers and hope that you'll be able to make it. But anyway, so yeah, that's the gist of what we've got going on here, right? We've got machine guns and what are we naming this video again? It was machine guns or candy corn, ripped jeans, and machine guns, something like that. I'll have to look back to the comments to make sure that I named this appropriately, because that was my favorite name for this video, I believe. If anybody wants to find it for me, that would be better too. Thank you. I like this shirt too. I was kind of feeling like I wanted to disappear tonight, so that's why I went with camo. But then the America just, stands out. So, and then, really, once you see the hat, you can't really. It makes the whole outfit, right? But I think we're gonna wrap this up for tonight. Because I'd say it's past my bedtime, but I'm gonna be up a little bit longer, scheduling emails to go out first thing in the morning, and just trying to get a head start on the morning. Snacks, holy jeans, and machine guns. Josiah, MVP. I'm copying that right now. Brooklyn Day, thanks for being on here, and hope you have a good night too. Thank you for the ramble, Cowboy Jeff. Always happy to ramble. Also have to see if my wife would have the days off. Well, like I said, we're gonna fingers crossed and hope that you all are able to make it next year, because it should be a really fun time. And we are, like you've heard me say several times before, looking to make this I lost what I was going to say. Annual event. So we already are looking at next October for a second annual All American Machine Gun Shooting Gun Show. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for being on here. It was really great to get back on here and get all this rambling out of my system, because it's been bottled up for a little while now. And I'm looking forward to being on here next Tuesday, because that is our scheduled time. Also, one last time, I just want to say that I was only 3 minutes late tonight, which is pretty good for myself. So another little pat on the back for me. But yeah, thanks for being on here, and I will look forward to talking to you next Tuesday. Good night.